Hello everyone, my name is Sydney, I'm from PhoneDog.com, and welcome to this week's episode of the Dog Pound, where I will be recapping all the latest news from last week and from today in a nice little condensed video. So this week we're going to start with some iPad news. We're hearing some more rumblings of a smaller iPad, which we've heard a lot in the past, but they kind of died off and now they're kind of catching up again. The rumor is that it's going to be somewhere between 7 and 8 inches. Definitely less than 8 inches. This is from two separate reports, one from the Wall Street Journal and one from Bloomberg. Now, their sources say that this smaller iPad could be more cost-effective and could be launching sometime this fall, maybe around October. So we don't know a whole lot of details, but that's what we know for now. We'll let you know if we hear any more about this. But the big news from last week is all about Apple and Samsung and the lawsuit that Apple filed against Samsung regarding some of its patents and the Galaxy Nexus. Now, a whole lot happened, so I'm going to break this down in a nice little timeline form just to give you a recap of what happened, get you caught up on everything. So it started in February when Apple filed a request for an injunction against the Galaxy Nexus, claiming that the phone infringed upon 4 of its patents. And then on June 29th, the courts decided to grant this preliminary injunction against the Galaxy Nexus, mostly related to one patent that Apple claimed infringement on, and this was multi-source searching, kind of similar to Siri. So the Galaxy Nexus was banned in the US, but Samsung requested to stay the injunction. However, that was denied by the judge, but Google did say that even though the sales had stopped due to the injunction, the device would be returning within a week. They had a software fix that created a workaround, and that eventually did happen. The Galaxy Nexus is now available from the Google Play Store, and it should be shipping within 1 to 2 weeks. Samsung appealed its request for a temporary stay on this injunction, and whenever taken to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit, the court granted the request for a temporary stay on the injunction, and Apple has until 5 p.m. on July 12th to issue a response, and the court will then decide whether or not the injunction should remain in effect for the entirety of the trial. Now, things weren't as complicated overseas, where Apple and Samsung are also involved in some legal battles. So Apple claimed that the Galaxy tabs infringed on the iPad's design. However, the judge ruled that this is not the case and that consumers are not likely to get the two confused, saying that the thinness and also the unique designs on their backs are enough to differentiate the iPad and the Galaxy tabs from each other. Interestingly, the judge also said that the Galaxy tabs are not as cool as the iPad, and this would also help consumers who differentiate one from the other. So it'd be kind of interesting if Apple decides to appeal this decision. Would that be basically admitting that the Galaxy tabs are as cool as the iPad? I don't know, we'll have to see how that one turns out. RIM made the news last week whenever Torsten Heinz, the CEO, did an interview and said that there was nothing wrong with the company, which obviously caught some people by surprise considering how poorly RIM has been doing for the past couple of years. However, he did clarify that he didn't mean that there wasn't anything wrong with the company as it was when he took over. Obviously, things were really bad and things needed to change, but his point was that things have changed and that the direction they're going in right now is much better, and he thinks that their focus is where it needs to be. Now, along with that, we do have some more reports about launch dates for some Blackberry devices that we'd heard in the past. We're now hearing that the Blackberry Playbook 4G is due in the 4th quarter of this year. The Blackberry London, the full touch device, and the Blackberry Nevada with a physical QWERTY could be coming in the 1st quarter of 2013, along with a Blackberry 10 update for the Playbook. Coming in the 2nd quarter or the 3rd quarter of next year is the Blackberry Nashville and the 10-inch Blackberry Playbook Black Forest. And then Blackberry Naples could be coming in the 3rd quarter or the 4th quarter of 2013. Now, we don't have a whole lot of details on these devices, but at least we have some launch dates. You can check out PhoneDog.com for more updates on these rumored products. Moving on now to some news about the Samsung Galaxy Note. First, the Galaxy Note 2 we're hearing could be announced in August with a launch in October. We're hearing that it could have a 5.5-inch display but still be the same size as the current Galaxy Note and have a quad-core processor and either a 12 or 13 megapixel camera. This is a rumor for now. We'll let you know if we hear anything else. But as for the original Galaxy Note, the one currently available, we've been hearing rumors for a long time that it's going to hit T-Mobile, and now we finally have further proof of that. A recent poster that someone took a picture of, it has the Galaxy Note in it, so this could mean that it's coming to T-Mobile within a couple of weeks possibly. We'll let you know if we hear any more details on a surefire launch date. I just said surefire. I don't know. You know what I mean. And lastly, here's some kind of bad news for you Verizon customers. If you've been eagerly anticipating the Galaxy S3, it has been delayed. It was supposed to launch on July 10th, but now we know that it won't be launched until July 12th. It's only 2 days. We're not entirely sure what's wrong, why it's been delayed, but at least it's not that much longer to wait. So July 12th, that's the new magic day if you want to get the Galaxy S3. So there you go, guys. That's the news and that's the show. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com, and I will see you guys later. Bye.